Bola and Titi were very sad. They had to go back to their father's house. They missed their grandmother so much. Fumi, their wicked stepmother, was happy to see them, but Bola and Titi knew she was pretending. Fumi did not love them. She was always mean. Check the link in the video description to watch part 1 of this story and drop your comments. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so for more interesting stories. At first, Fumi acted nice. She gave them food and let them rest. But Bola and Titi could feel her cold eyes watching them. They were afraid of what would happen next. Fumi did not like them. She only wanted them to suffer. Bola and Titi missed their mother very much. They talked about her every night before they went to sleep. They remembered her warm hugs and kind words. They wished she was still with them. They wished she could protect them from Fumi. But their mother was gone. She had died in a terrible accident. Now, only their father was there to take care of them. But their father did not see how mean Fumi was. He trusted Fumi. He believed her lies. Bola and Titi felt alone. They did not know what to do. They tried to be good and not make Fumi angry. But no matter what they did, Fumi always found a reason to be mean to them. One day, Fumi told them to clean the whole house. She gave them a small bucket of water and a rag. "Clean every corner," she said, "and don't stop until everything is spotless." Bola and Titi worked hard. They scrubbed the floors, cleaned the windows, and dusted the furniture. They were very tired, but they did not stop. They knew Fumi would punish them if they did not finish. When they were almost done, Fumi came to check. She looked around with a frown. "This is not clean enough," she said. "Do it again." Bola and Titi were exhausted. Their arms hurt and their legs felt weak. But they had to obey. They started cleaning again, trying their best to make everything perfect. As they worked, they whispered to each other. "I miss Mama," Bola said. "I wish she was here." "Me too," Titi replied. "Mama would never let Fumi be mean to us." They did not know that their mother's spirit was listening. Adebisi, their mother, was watching over them. She saw their pain and wanted to help, but she needed to find a way to make Fumi stop being mean. In heaven, Adebisi watched her daughters. She saw how Fumi treated them. It made her very sad. Adebisi loved Bola and Titi very much. She wanted to protect them. She decided to do something to help. Adebisi's spirit came down to their house. She wanted to stop Fumi from hurting her children. She knew she had to be strong and brave. She had to make Fumi afraid. That night, as Fumi was about to sleep, she heard a soft voice. It was Adebisi's voice. "Stop hurting my children," the voice said. Fumi got scared. She looked around, but saw no one. She thought it was just her imagination and went to sleep. The next morning, Fumi woke up to find her kitchen a mess. All the dishes were broken and the food was spoiled. She got angry and blamed Bola and Titi, but the girls were still in bed. They did not do it. Fumi knew something strange was happening. Every day, strange things happened to Fumi. Her clothes got torn, her shoes disappeared, and sometimes she felt a cold wind around her. She knew it was Adebisi's spirits, but she did not tell anyone. She started to get scared. One day, as Fumi was looking in the mirror, she saw Adebisi's face. "Stop hurting Bola and Titi," Adebisi said. "If you do not stop, you will be sorry." Fumi screamed and broke the mirror. She was very afraid now. Fumi tried to be nice to Bola and Titi. She gave them food and let them rest, but she was still mean in her heart. She only pretended to be nice because she was scared of Adebisi's spirits. Adebisi saw that Fumi was still mean in her heart. She decided to make her even more scared. One night, as Fumi was sleeping, Adebisi made her bed shake. Fumi woke up screaming. She ran out of the room and slept on the floor in the living room. Bola and Titi saw that Fumi was scared. They did not know why, but they felt a little bit safer. They missed their mother very much and talked about her every night before they slept. Adebisi's spirit stayed close to Bola and Titi. She made sure they were not hurt anymore. When Fumi tried to be mean, something bad happened to her. Once, she tried to hit Bola, but her hand got stuck in the air. She tried to stab Titi, but the food came back. Fumi was very confused and scared. One night, Adebisi appeared in front of Fumi. "This is your last warning," she said. "If you hurt my daughters again, you will regret it." Fumi was shaking with fear. She promised to be good, but Adebisi knew she was still mean inside. Fumi decided she had to get rid of Adebisi's spirits. She went to a witch doctor and asked for help. The witch doctor gave her a special potion and told her to spread it around the house. Fumi did as she was told, hoping it would work. But Adebisi's love for her daughters was stronger than any potion. The potion did not work. Instead, it made Fumi sick. She had a high fever and could not get out of bed. Mr. Oladele had to take care of her, and Bola and Titi were left alone. For a few days, Bola and Titi were happy. They played, ate well, and did not have to do hard chores. They felt their mother's spirit around them, keeping them safe. They wished Fumi would stay sick forever. After some days, Fumi got better, but she was very weak. She was still scared of Adebisi's spirits. She tried to be nice to Bola and Titi, but the girls knew it was not real. They stayed away from her as much as they could. Fumi decided to do something very bad. She planned to send Bola and Titi far away where Adebisi's spirits could not protect them. She called a man who took children to work in the city. She told him to come and take Bola and Titi. Bola and Titi heard Fumi talking to the man. They got very scared. They prayed to their mother's spirit to save them. The night before the man was supposed to come, Adebisi made Fumi see horrible dreams. Fumi saw fire, snakes, and darkness. She woke up, screaming, and decided to cancel her plan. She could not sleep all night. When they saw Fumi canceling the plan, they knew their mother was protecting them. Mr. Oladele noticed Fumi was acting very strange. He asked what was wrong, but she did not tell him the truth. She was too scared. Finally, Mr. Oladele asked Bola and Titi if Fumi was being mean to them. They told him everything. Mr. Oladele was very angry. Mr. Oladele realized he had made a big mistake by marrying Fumi. He felt very sorry for Bola and Titi. He decided to protect his daughters and make things right. He confronted Fumi and told her to leave his house. Fumi tried to argue, but Adebisi's spirits appeared again. This time, Adebisi looked very angry. Fumi was so scared that she ran out of the house without taking any of her things. She left and never came back. Mr. Oladele hugged Bola and Titi. He promised to take better care of them. He knew Adebisi's spirit was watching and protecting them. The house felt lighter and happier without Fumi. Mr. Oladele decided to make a fresh start for his family. He wanted to create a loving and safe home for Bola and Titi. He realized he had been too focused on his own pain and had neglected his daughter's needs. He vowed to never let that happen again. Mr. Oladele took Bola and Titi out to the park. They played and laughed, feeling free and happy for the first time in a long while. They rode on swings, climbed trees, and ate ice cream. Their father watched them with a smile, feeling grateful to see their joy. Back at home, Mr. Oladele made changes. He painted the house in bright colors, bought new furniture, and filled the rooms with toys and books. He wanted Bola and Titi to feel safe and loved in their home. Mr. Oladele also started cooking meals for his daughters. He learned to make their favorite dishes and enjoyed seeing their faces light up when they ate. They had family dinners every night, sharing their stories and laughing together. Mr. Oladele made sure Bola and Titi went back to school. He talked to their teachers and explained what had happened. The teachers were kind and understanding. They promised to help Bola and Titi catch up with their studies. Bola and Titi were happy to be back in school. They loved learning new things and playing with their friends. They worked hard and soon became top students in their class. Their teachers praised them and their father was very proud. Adebisi's spirits continued to watch over her family. She was happy to see her daughter smiling again. She knew they were safe and loved. Her love for them was strong and eternal. Bola and Titi felt their mother's presence in their lives. They knew she was always with them, guiding and protecting them. They talked to her every night before they went to sleep, telling her about their day and thanking her for keeping them safe. Life was not always easy for Bola and Titi. They faced many challenges, but they knew they were never alone. Their father's love and their mother's spirits gave them the strength to overcome any obstacle. When they had problems at school or with friends, they talked to their father. Mr. Oladele always listened and gave them good advice. He told them to be kind, brave, and never give up. Bola and Titi followed his advice and became strong and confident. Bola and Titi loved looking at pictures of their mother. They had a special photo album filled with happy memories. They sat with their father and looked through the album, remembering the good times they had with Adebisi. Mr. Oladele told them stories about their mother. He talked about how kind, loving, and brave she was. Bola and Titi listened with wide eyes, feeling proud to have such a wonderful mother. They promised to be like her and make her proud. Mr. Oladele learned the importance of listening to his children. He realized that he had made mistakes, but he was determined to be a better father. He always asked Bola and Titi how they felt and made sure they were happy and safe. Bola and Titi learned to be brave and never lose hope. They knew their mother's love was their greatest strength. They faced every challenge with courage and always supported each other. The story of their wicked stepmother became a lesson of love, courage, and the power of a mother's love. As the years passed, Bola and Titi grew up to be kind and strong women. They remembered everything their mother and father taught them. They worked hard and achieved their dreams. Bola became a teacher, helping children learn and grow. Titi became a doctor, caring for the sick and healing the injured. They never forgot their mother's love and the lessons they learned. They knew that no matter what happened, they could always count on each other and their family's love. Mr. Oladele watched his daughters with pride. He was grateful for the second chance he had to make things right. He knew that Adebisi's spirit was always with them, guiding and protecting their family. Bola and Titi faced many challenges in their lives, but they were never alone. The end of the story was just the beginning of a happy and hopeful future, filled with love, joy, and endless possibilities. Don't forget to check in the video description to watch part 1 of this story and drop your comment. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss out on our upcoming story. Thank you for watching. Bye.